Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, dear sisters. Inshallah, today we'll continue with the lesson al-isti'adha, al-basmalah. We already took the isti'adha, which is to say, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim at the beginning of your recitation. And this is not, as I told you, obligatory, but it is something we like you to do, and Allah like you to do. And this is for sure preventing the shaitan from affecting you while doing the recitation. And we said also that al-isti'adha, it is just done at the beginning, and we took the cases when we should make it loud and we should make it silently. And I wanted to add something related to the isti'adha, that it is not a part of the Quran. It is just a supplication we are doing the beginning of the recitation, but it is not of the Quran. It is not from the Quran. Now we will take the basmalah. The basmalah is to say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, by the name of Allah, or in the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. So we are saying the basmalah at the beginning after the isti'adha, and this is actually is obligatory at the beginning of the surahs. And here actually, when you refer to the scholars' opinion about is it of the Quran or it is not of the Quran, you will find many opinions, some saying yes, some saying no. But actually, because we are following the recitation of Hafs, and Hafs is considering the Fatiha as an ayah of the basmalah. He's considering the basmalah as an ayah. You can see that written in the Mus'haf, which is in the Hafs way. You will find that it is written beside the basmalah number 1, which means that this is an ayah of Surah Al-Fatiha. And also he is saying that it is revealed in order to differentiate between the surahs. I mean, it is a separation between the surahs. And the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, he didn't know that the new surah is revealed except when he was listening to al-basmalah. He delivered al-basmalah, and this helped him to show that this is the end of the previous surah. Now we have another surah revealed. So the basmalah regarding al-Fatiha is an ayah, and regarding the rest of the Quran is a separation between the surahs that you know from it, the starting of a new surah. Now we should know also the virtues of saying the basmalah. Why you are saying the basmalah? Actually, saying the basmalah is a blessing you make. And actually, to say bismillah, it's not only for the Quran, but subhanallah, it gives a blessing for everything you are doing. It will make it easier, it will make it more beneficent, subhanallah, because you mentioned the name of Allah at the beginning. And for sure, Allah told us in the Quran to say Bismillah while reciting the Quran. In Surah Iqra, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Iqra bismi rabbik. So Allah ordered the Prophet Muhammad and ordered us to read by the name of him. So we have to start the reading with the basmalah. So if you are at the beginning of the surah, so you have to say it. You have to say it. Okay? If you are at the beginning of the surah, you begin a new surah, so you have to say the basmalah. And that's have only one exception, which is Surah At-Tawbah, sometimes called Bara'ah. This surah, it doesn't include basmalah. And why it doesn't include basmalah? Because the surah starting with Allah talking about the unbelievers, and he's saying that he will not forgive them, and there is a war in between Allah and those people. So for sure there will no mercy here. We can't combine the mercy with the war and with the that Allah is not gonna accept them. So all of that, these meanings can't be combined together. That's why we can't start the surah with the rahmah, the mercy, and then start with another thing completely different in the meaning. So that's why we are not starting this surah with the basmalah. Okay. all the surahs should be started with the basmalah. We should say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim at the beginning of every surah, except for Surah At-Tawbah, as I told you. So that's at the beginning of the surah. So how about if I started from the middle of the surah or from the second ayah of the surah? So what should I do? Here you have the choice. You have the choice to say the basmalah or no problem by this. But you have to care a lot about something, which is that if the ayah is starting about mentioning Allah or the Prophet Muhammad, or a pronoun related to Allah like huwa, for example, and the ayah is talking about Allah, you should not skip the basmalah. You have to mention the basmalah in this case, because if you just said a'udhu billahi min shaitanir rajim, now we are talking about the devil, and then you say Rahman, for example, or Allah, or Muhammad, or like that, so you are as if you are talking that, or you are showing that the shaitan is Allah or the shaitan is the Prophet Muhammad. So here we have to separate in between the isti'adha and the ayah which starts with mentioning Allah or the Prophet Muhammad. We have to separate in between them with the basmalah. So I shouldn't say, for example, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim Muhammadun Rasulullah. This is not accepted. So here I have to separate between them to say A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, and then Muhammadur Rasulullah, like that. That's applied also for the ayah if it is starting with the mentioning Allah or any of his names or any of the pronouns which refers to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that's how you can start from the middle of the surah or from the second ayah of the surah. You have the choice to do the basmalah or no, but you have to care if the ayah is starting with the name of Allah, the name of the Prophet Muhammad, or a pronoun referring to them. So in this case, you have to mention the basmalah. So when should we make it loud, the basmalah, and when should we make it silently? Actually, if you're just reciting, if your recitation is already loud, so you make it loud. If your recitation is silent, so you make it silent. So it depends on the type of your recitation. How about the prayer? The prayer, actually, as I told you, because the scholars had different views and opinions about if it is an ayah or no. So most of them are making it silent in the prayer. Most of them, except the Shafi'iyya, they do it loud in the prayer. So we choose to follow the group who already did it silent, because they are most of the scholars. So we're gonna make it silent in the prayer. That's all about the basmalah. Inshallah, we'll continue next time about how to connect the basmalah with the surah, and that's very important to know. Inshallah. Jazakumullah khair.